Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good wherever you find yourself, anywhere in the world. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of IoT Tuesday with yours truly, Samuel Adjani. We do this Tuesdays, potentially every Tuesday as we get the time to do it, demystifying everything IoT, AI, and the whole industry or the whole universe of Internet of Things. Thank you. If it's the first time you're joining us, please do make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that anytime we go live, you can get the content as we deliver it. So today's episode is part 2 of real-time streaming data using Microsoft Fabric. Last week we started to do that. There was an issue. We have set a few things up, and I had an issue with the Fabric which had to do with the licensing. So now it's resolved. So in today's episode, we're going to try to fix that. If this sounds like something you want to do, stick and stay with us. When we come back from the montage, there's a lot of fun waiting for you. We'll be right back. Awesome. If you hear anything in the background, please, pardon me. My 3D printer is printing something for works for me, so it's making some noise. But if you can disregard it, I doubt if the microphone is picking it because I have some filtering, compressor, noise gate, and a lot of things. You shouldn't hear it, but should you hear it, there's a 3D printer working behind me. So first things first, if you've been on the show, that's like Friday and Sunday, last week Friday, last Sunday, well, yeah, you don't know that I have been renewed for the 5th time in the Microsoft MVP category. Yes, it deserves a confetti. Yes, congratulations to myself. But again, thank you to all of you who watch the stream and who like and watch and give us content to create so that our contribution is valuable to the community. So we're grateful for that. So 5th year in the Internet of Things category. So IoT, Azure services, and then also IoT edge devices. So yeah, that just means that, yeah, we get to do a lot of these things, the fun stuff all the time. The other thing that I also want to share is, and still in the spirit of, community and helping, I will be speaking this Saturday. I think it's Saturday 27th. Yes, Saturday 27th. Yeah, so I'll be speaking. Let's see if we can go to the desk. So I'll be speaking this Saturday with the RAIN Network, universities, a university community. They're into IoT, robotics, and stuff like that. So I'll be speaking on the topic introduction to IoT. So if you have any interest in IoT stuff, you can join us. Is at 11 a.m. That is West African time. So if you're in Ghana, that's going to be 10 a.m. But if you're in Nigeria, that's 11 a.m. Nigerian time. So join me. I'll be doing some introduction to Internet of Things, demystifying it, so you can learn something interesting. It's Google Meet. So head up there, go subscribe, go register for it, and just let's have fun. Well, so in the last episode, we were seeing how to technically take the data from our MXChip. Let me take it to the workbench. So that is our MXChip. As you can see, it has the telemetry service running. So we have this telemetry service running on it using our ever simple and easy MXChip Visual Studio Code extension. If you haven't downloaded the extension, please make sure you go download it. It's quite interesting and simple. So we have this connected to our IoT hub, which is sending data. We can look at it and check that out. So data is being sent from here to our our IoT hub in Azure. Now today we're going to see how to stream that data through Fabric using the real-time intelligence, and then pretty much just stream it and see what is there. So come with me, let's go to the desktop. Let me open Visual Studio Code. Let me know if you can see that. If we start to do the monitoring, I think it's on COM4. I believe it's COM4 1152 baud rate. If we do start monitoring, we should be able to see the data that is being sent to, how do you call it? And there you go. That's the telemetry data that is being sent to Azure. So if we, let me also bring here, let me go ahead and open up. Welcome to you, all of you joining the stream, wherever you're joining from. If you can just say hi. I can see people on the stream, but I'd really appreciate it if you can just say hi so we can see where you're joining us from. And if we can, just acknowledge you, and yeah, feel free to ask any question, especially about what I'm doing. And if you have any concerns or some ideas on, how to do this, kindly just let me know, and then I'll try as much as possible to have that. So let's go ahead and actually, let me do this. Let me use. So let's just wait for this. Hey, Elikplim, welcome. Welcome, Elikplim. How are you doing? You have an MX chip, so maybe you should tell us how your experience so far is with the MX chip, and then also the extension. All right. So let's log in here. And I hope you're having fun with it and inviting your friends to also join us. Let me do the MFA right here. What's that? It's 31. Awesome. All right, there we go. We're in there. And whilst, okay, oh, there's another one. Interesting. Yeah, that's what happens when you have a few or a number of yeah, that's what happens when you have a number of how do you call it? You have a number of things scattered all over. So let me bring this here. I like to get my scripts ready so I can easily use them. So let's go ahead. I just want to show you, I think IoT Tuesday. I just want to show you where the data is going, even though we can see that from here. From the console, we can see the data running from the console. Let me do this and shift this a little up so you can see that. But also, I want to show you from, actually, we're using the IoT Explorer, right, to look at it. But I just want to show you the amount of stuff that has coming. So today we have about 59 of that, 59 messages showing or pushing in here. So that's just to give you an idea that the data is going. So let's go ahead. Let me bring this here and let's go to app.fabric.microsoft.com. We're just going to Microsoft Fabric. So Elikplim says MX is awesome. The extension is great. I'm waiting for the feature to interface with the microphone face. Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so here, so this is Microsoft Fabric, and the last time there was an issue. So yeah, this is one of the issues that happened. So even though I had pro license, all right, even though I had pro license for the Fabric of Power BI, right, I needed to get a trial for Fabric specifically, right, that would have allowed me to actually test it. And that was what we missed in the last time. Even though I subscribed to it, it took a while for it to for my environment to be set up. So that's why we couldn't finish the last time. So hopefully I tested it earlier. It's been allocated now, so we can go ahead and do that. So from there, we're going to leverage the real-time intelligence, which is this one right here. So you click on the real-time intelligence and that opens. So you can see the real-time, then you can go to the real-time intelligence hub here. This particular one here, what we're seeing here. So I'll go to the hub. And so we tried creating an event the last time, and that's when our environment they said our environment was not, ready to do that. So I'll go ahead and click on get event. And when that happens, right, we're going to, hold on, let's see, did we use a real time? Yeah, so we're going to use the Microsoft sources. Okay, so make sure you use the Microsoft sources, which is very, very important. So here, Microsoft sources, and then let's go ahead and do the get event, right? Now, once this happens, we can pretty much, we have our IoT hub and everything selected, like already set up, because the data is coming to our IoT hub. We've done that. So if you missed that, go look at the previous episodes. We've done that already. So I'm going to select the data source for us, Microsoft IoT Hub. If you remember, we created a connection already. So, and if the connection is not there, all you need to do is click on this, right? Just do new connection, go filling. It will allow you to connect to your IoT Hub, provide the necessary connection strings. Like I said, we did this in the last episode. So if you missed this, you can go back and look at it from that perspective. So let's go ahead. We have that. And yeah, the default consumer group, we can leave it to the default consumer group. And then pretty much, all right, just use the default JSON format. Now, the workspace where we want to create this, realize that this is the next thing. So selected the workspace where we want to use, and the event stream name is going to create an event stream within the real-time intelligence service. So let me edit this and just call this MXChip event stream, and that will auto, it will just give updates the name for it. Okay, so let's do that, and we're going to go to next, and I'll hit create, and hopefully, I mean, this is where we had the issue the last time, but I've tested creating an event stream today and it worked, but that was not connected to any IoT hub. I just created a normal event stream thing and it worked. So I'm hoping that this one should also, work out. Also, and there you go. So it successfully created the event stream, right? So now we have our IoT event created. So if I go ahead, and we can either close it, right? Or I can just click open the event stream. All right. And that will be it. As simple as that. And hopefully, because we connected to the hub, we connected to the correct hub, we should start to see data coming in. We should start to see, it says there's an error here. Let's see what, okay, so data, new event stream. Okay, there you go. It says there's an error here while sampling the data. Let's see, the selected cloud connection could no longer be found. Okay, so let's try to fix this. Okay. Okay, it seems to make use of the default streaming ability of IoT Hub. Do you suggest the new consumer group when default is used by other tooling already? Yes, that's a very, very good point, Sanda. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sanda, for joining the stream. Yes, so Sanda is our ways when it comes to data. Yes, so that's true, Sanda. Yes, if by default they would try to use the default one, but like you rightly said, it would be a good thing, like to have a different consumer group for different applications. So in the last one that we did, when we're connecting it to the stream analytics, right? We created a new consumer group and then we pointed it to the consumer group. So that's a best practice, and actually, thanks for pointing that. So yeah, ideally, if you're using a new service, it's preferable that you create a new consumer group to that. But the issue we're having is primarily. So let me go ahead and see if I can fix this. Let's go check this out. Refresh this. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Let's edit this here. Let's see if we can load that data. Still. Okay, let me go and do this. Let's open this up. We have this. Let's check in something right here. Don't worry about that. Load. Yes, that's what we're using. Selected cloud connection is not available. Okay, let's create a new one. I don't know why this is. We didn't delete those, so it should have shown. Anyway, let me create a new one, and I can create a different consumer group and point to that. Actually, we can do that right now and set it up. So let's go do that. Actually, let's go here and go to let's go. I just want to make sure that okay, so this is, yeah, so we had one we created for the storage route, but let's see something real quick just to be sure that we have our, okay, so that's fine, that's working, that is working very fine, that's working very fine. I want to see something real quick before I create that. I just want to be sure, I just want to check something out before we go ahead and create this. I need to be sure of that. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. We're good. Let's see something. Okay. No, not this. Anyway, it's fine. Let me go ahead and create. Let me create the new connection first. So we'll call this IoT Tuesday. Let me move the mic here. So we'll call this IoT Tuesday underscore hub connection. Okay, let's call it this way, and it's a new connection. Okay, let me go and look for, let me use a shared access key. That's fine. So let me go to mine and let's come here. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. I will use, I think I should go ahead and use the shared keys on this instead. So let's go, where is that? Let's open IoT Tuesday. There we go. Let's go to security and settings. Let's go to shared access policies, and let's use the IoT hub owner, and I'll copy that key here. So let's use the primary key. Let's copy the primary key here, but I'll use this, right? Let's copy this, and the key name will be IoT owner, and I'll copy the primary key, bring it here and paste it here. Okay, and let's create the connection. Hopefully, let's keep our fingers crossed to see that that should load up. Okay, so now I'm using a different one, so I can go ahead and use this. Oh, why is it still pushing this away? Default, no, not this one. Yes, this one. What is happening? Refresh. Okay, there you go. Let's see, IoT Tuesday hub. Oh, look at that. Let me refresh this here. Let me refresh this again. The Azure IoT Hub, the selected cloud connection is not available. How is that not available? Interesting. The connection is actually available right here. IoT owner. We have Yes, yes, yes. This is fine. Let me refer. Actually, you know what? Let me close this and then yeah, let me discard these changes and see something. Okay, okay, okay. Yep, that's our stream. Okay. I'm not doing any transform yet. There are a couple of things I can do, but right now let's just see if we can get our data. Let's go live and see if no. That is broken. Okay, let me see if I have opportunity to change this again. It's not loading. Okay, let's go and edit this again. Click this, edit this. The selected cloud connection can no longer be found. Let's see. So we created a new one called, okay, so even the other one as well is not okay. No, let me create a new one, and this time let me see if I can change the consumer group and use a new one. Okay, let's do this. So that's a new connection. Let's call this I'll just say MXChip DemoCon, and yeah, the shared access key, I'll still use the same one here because this is working. So let me call this the owner, and let me use a primary key. Copy this. I'll reveal that to you. So this, and enter the IoT hub name. Okay, so yeah, I think that's where the issue was coming from. I missed it. So there you go. Here's the IoT hub. MXChip on, and let's create this. Fingers crossed. Hey Sanda, we still haven't scheduled you on the show yet, so I'm hopeful that I'll get you on the show pretty soon. Yeah, it's working. So I think I missed, what I did was I missed up the good. So I think I'm going to use the stream analytics. No, the stream analytics one would push it into, because I created a consumer group for the stream analytics. So when the data comes, it pushes it. So I'll just point to the consumer group, JSON data save. If it doesn't work, I'll just change it. So let's see if this is going to work. Let's go ahead and publish this. Whilst we try to get Sanda to make a commitment on the show to come and share some things with us. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and publish this. What's the error again? The data connection. Oh, I hate this. Let's see. Okay, this is going live. Okay, so let's see what it's saying this time around. Oh, come on. Don't do this to us. We're not even using the default stream. We're using the stream analytics one. Yes. Changed. Okay. Refresh. Okay, let's edit this. I don't know why this looks fine now. Huh, interesting. It keeps okay, let me go ahead and just use the default. Just to test something. I don't know why. Okay, so now this is fine. It's connected it, and I publish it. Sanda, there is a storage route in the IoT hub. Doesn't this turn the default event hub compartment but into a fallback route, because that storage route now steals all the message? Yes, but I think I changed that. Okay, so new stream event, no event. Okay, so it's running now. Sanda, Okay, so all right, so seems to be running. Let me quickly see this. Okay, yeah, so the data is coming from the MXChip. That's fine. So now let's go to the live. Now, Sandra is making a very valid point. Why can't I actually let me bring this, let me bring Sanders point here. So let's see. Oh, interesting. So there's a story route in there. Yes. Yes. Doesn't this turns the default event app compatible endpoint into a fallback because the storage route now steals all the messages? Yes, I thought I changed that. What's happening to my? Oh, I think there's something wrong with my. Let's see. Hold on, let me trigger if it makes you see if it's going to show up. Interesting. There's something pushing away my. Let's do this again. Let's restart this to get all the streams back in here. Okay, so let me see if this is going to come in here. There you go. Okay. Oh, it didn't pick that up. Okay, so Sanders. Okay, so let's go check what's happening. So it says it's created, it's running. Refresh. Data should be coming in by now. Okay, so let's go check what's happening here. So let's go check what's happening here right now. So we have our default consumer group and we have the stream analytics consumer group. So the stream analytics consumer group is the one that we used to send the data to our stream analytics, which we still know. So we could use that. Okay, let's go and see what we are missing in there. There was a message routing that I created for storage. So Sanda, I think, let me see this. I could just easily remove that and change the route. Okay, so people see what Sanda says share your screen. Sanda says share your screen. That's very interesting. Sanda, how do I pull you? Let me see this. If I bring today I didn't set up for how do you call it? I didn't set up for that, but I think I can. Hold on, let me do something here. Let me actually let me disable this. Okay, so I'm going to disable the storage route, and hopefully that should pull in all our. Sanda, you want me to share my screen with you? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so actually let's delete this. Okay, so Sanda, so we can fix this by adding an extra route for the default endpoint. Sure. So let's do that. But I'm removing. So I created, when I was testing another service. So I created the storage and then I routed, so everything was going in there. But yeah, so recommended. So this is working for this is what I created. But now that I've deleted it, we should get that that one out of the way. All right. So let's see. And yeah, those who don't know, Sanda is also a fellow MVP, but he is the god when it comes to data and IoT, especially on the edge and some of these things. So I'm trying to pull Sanda in so that he can share with us, and he has a very, very beautiful and awesome blog that has a lot of these things we're doing. He has details, technical blog, so go check Sander's post out and Sander's blog. But yeah, Sander, we need to pull you we need to pull you in. We need to pull you in for this. Okay, so Just give me a sec. Let's go ahead. We do not see. Oh, really? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. What could be the issue? Ah. Okay. Okay. Let me see why. Why is this not? Pum, 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 pum. Each. Okay. Okay. I think I see why. Okay. Now I should be able to see my screen. Do you see it? You should see my screen now. Yep. Awesome. Okay. So, let's go ahead. Let me delete this since we're not using it. Awesome. Thank you, Sandra, for that confirmation. So yeah, so I'm going to delete this that particular consumer group, right, or the default one. So I'm going to delete that, and let's create a new consumer group and call this, let's call this fabric. All right, there we go. So now we have a new consumer group, and there we go. We have added a new consumer group to it called fabric, and that should do. And now we need to go back and change. Let's edit this, select this. Oh, okay, no, I thought something came in here. Let's go back and point to fabric and save this. And then let's publish this again. Keep it cross. But I am very certain. Yeah, so we have the data coming in. Now we're just, so let's refresh this. MXChip while sampling data. No, interesting. What did it say? Let's copy this error and let's see what it's saying. I can't really see the full. Okay, so let's go here. It says that while sampling data, no data was received from. Interesting. Let's go here. Yes, fabric, JSON, right. Let's go. We're very sure that, okay, hold on. Let's go back here. We don't have any routes pushing to the default. So, yes. If we disable the fallback route, this should send everything to one of those. And then, okay. Yeah, so that shouldn't. So yeah, so now automatically send back to, okay, awesome. So this should send it through for us, hopefully. All right, let's go back to the built-in one, see what we got, and let me go and try this again. Let's go here. Let's refresh this, and yeah. Now it's just a source without any destination. Does the IoT Explorer show data? Yes. So let me share this. So this is the data coming in. That's a funny. Actually, let me just open this and show. So the data is coming in. I want to believe it's probably the query is a query we are running. There is a, yeah, connect to this. So yep. Okay, there we go. So we can look at the, let's look at the telemetry. There we go. There we go. There we go. We go. Yeah, so using the default one. So let's go here. Let's see. So yeah, accelerometer. So the data is actually going. That's fair. And one more thing, just to be sure the hub is receiving it. Where is that? Here. Yes. So oh yeah, there you go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I think so. Yeah. So the issue was the fallback was still active. So it was still, even though I had removed the storage, it was still pushing it. It was still pushing the data back to the fallback, which was the storage, and it wasn't there. So it was, but once I changed it, so as we can see, the data is coming in. Yeah, this is what makes me happy when I see this happening. Yeah, so the data is coming in. So yeah, as you can see, yep. So the data is coming in from our MXChip, which is here. So the MXChip on the workbench, the data is reading all the data coming in. If I pick it and I turn it around to make it change the gyroscope and magnetometer data, so this is coming through to our IoT hub, and then being passed as an input source through Fabric Realtime and coming into our fab. Now here we could choose a number of destinations, do a number of transformations and things on it. Today I wanted to focus more on getting the data in here, and I think one of the takeaways in today's session is the fact that when we are connecting to other services using the IoT hub, we need to make sure that we're creating a new consumer group, and then making sure we specify the correct endpoint so that the data is routed correctly to those consumer groups. Else, like you realize in our case, it was going to the fallback, which is the default group, and that was being stored in a storage account, right? So that's it. And yeah, thanks to my sidekick. Sandar was my sidekick and pointing that. So yeah, like I said, Sandar is our IoT, stuff. I just want to see, you know what? I think maybe I can just do this now. Since Sandar is online, let's see if I do. Let me see if I can bring Sandar in obs.ninja. I know it's not planned, but since I have Sandar here, Sandar, if you don't mind, I'm going to. I want to put you in. I want to put you in on this, and then maybe you can just share a few things. Let's see what we can do. So I'm not going to create a room here. So I'm trying to see if I can I'm going to put Sandar on the spot and see if I can pull Sandar in on this. So just share some quick light. So give me a sec, guys. Let me get remote screen share into OBS. We'll use that. So I'm going to do this, and okay, and I'll so Sandy, I'll send this to you in LinkedIn, and then you can probably jump in. I'll just set this up so we can have you in there. So we want screen and audio. Select screen to share. Okay, so yeah. Screen share audio default. All right, and then okay, let me send this, cancel. So yeah, guys, so if you have any questions, keep it here whilst I try to pull in Sandar. Today wasn't planned to get Sandar, but I just want him to say a few words, and we'll plan a proper session for him. So just give me a sec. Let me get him in here for us. So let's do this and share this out. Create a room. So let's say this is IoT. This is IoT Tuesday. And yeah, we'll use a password. So let me send this out. So if you have any questions, kindly make it ready whilst I get Sanda in, so we can we can chit chat a bit. We've just done a little about 40. Yeah, we'll have some few minutes to have a conversation with Sanda. Prefer just the guests, so that Sanda can share his thought on some of these things. Okay, awesome. Okay, there we go. All right, so Sanda, I'm going to send you this right now in LinkedIn so that you can join. So let's go, and I will try to bring. Okay, here we go. So I'll just copy the link here, and Sanda, you have a link coming your way. Yep, I just dropped a link for you, Sanda, in LinkedIn, and let me drop the password if it asks you. So the room is IoT Tuesday, and if it asks you for a password, I just shared that password also with you. Okay, so let's go here. So yeah, as you can see, the data is still coming in. Data is still trooping in from our MXChip into our IoT hub, and then here we could go ahead in terms of destinations, right? Click here to add, whether we want to do aggregation, we want to filter. So as you realized, whilst I wait for Sanda to let's see. So there we go. Actually, let me just close this for now. Oh yeah, there we go. So I see I see Sanda here. So actually you guys are already going to see my stuff. So yeah, Sanda is in. Now give me a second. Let me bring Sanda here. Let's get yes. Okay, guys, sorry, like I said, I wasn't ready to bring to push Sanda into this, but you're seeing me, so let me get him. He's on here, so let me copy the link here. So copy the link, and let's go here and add I'll say guest. So most of you should just see you probably just see me and some kind of thing on the top there. That is because I'm trying to do some magic to get Sanda in. It's not planned, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. So let's go this, and let's bring yeah, I'm doing a room so I can get Sanda in here. Waiting in the room. Awesome. Yes, Sanda. So let me put the link here. Okay, and in some few minutes we should see Sanda's picture showing. There we go. Yes. So yeah, so Sanda, we can see you. Can you just say something? I just want to be sure people can hear you. So I don't know, Sanda, can you hear me? Let's see. Pum 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 pum. So Sanda, you are live, but I'm not sure if you can hear me. But I believe I can hear. Yes, I believe I can hear your clicks.
Yes.
Oh yes, I can hear you. Solid. Let me click can also hear you. So, oh yes, we have.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Okay. I don't. So, Sanda, I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me do this. Let me. Okay. So, hello. Yes. Hi, Sanda. So I can hear you. I'm not sure if you can. Let me do this. Let me. I think it's probably from allow remote. Yeah. Yeah. So we. So yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So we can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me from. Yes. Okay. Okay. So give me a sec. I'm coming. I think I know why. Let's go here and.
I don't hear anything.
Okay. So give me a sec. Allow this time.
Nothing to hear.
Okay. We can hear you. So just give me 1 minute. I think I know what's happening. I need to share my audio with you so you can hear it from your browser. So give me a second. Let me do that right now. Okay. So where is mine? Sana, can you hear me now? This is your director. Okay, so here, it's unmuted.
Test 1 2 3. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. They can hear you on the live. I think, where is that? Okay, let me open this. Reset the permission.
I don't see you.
You
Can
don't
you hear
see
me?
Yeah.
I have no sound anymore.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay, so let me send you a message. I can see and hear you. Trying to fix my sound so you can hear me. All right. So I can we can hear Sander, but he can't hear us. I think it's something in our. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. So I think, yeah, audio settings, video settings. Okay, so allow this time. Okay, so my video source should be the. Actually, let's do this. My video source should be. Let's.
Okay, I don't hear you. Sorry about that.
We can hear you.
And I don't see you inside the room.
I'm here. So Sanda, just guys, let's give me a sec here. Let's enable the tools. Where is that? View. Where is that? Docker. So I'm trying to set up. What I'm trying to do is open up the, how do you call it? Okay. Hi there. So Sanda says, I do not see you in the room or hear you. Yes, I can see and hear you. So I'm fixing my room camera and mic. So Sanda, give me a sec. I should fix this right now. All right. So we're not moving out. Yeah. Oh yeah, we have some time. We have about 9 minutes. Okay, so this is what I think is happening, right? So let me go to allow for remote co-directors. That's fine. Reload. reload. So what's happening? What's happening is that
It's
um,
all unrehearsed, so this is live. This is actual live.
uh, Sandra, can you hear me now? Okay, so enable director's microphone. Awesome. So allow at every visit. Okay,
Yes,
awesome.
yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so Sandra can hear me. That's fine. You can hear me now.
I can hear you. Yes, there's no picture, but I can imagine what you're looking at and what you're
Yes,
looking.
yes,
So that's
yes.
okay.
Okay, so what we can do now. So for the picture, I'm going to. I need to enable the OBS virtual camera, right? So you can actually see all that is happening. So you can. So just give me a sec
Yeah,
on that. I mean, people, we didn't rehearse this. This is live,
yeah, it
so
is.
so bear with us. Bear with us. Yeah.
And it's
Uh,
already past midnight here, so
yeah. Oh, you're 2 hours ahead. Okay. Yeah. Daylight saving. Okay.
it's
It's
no
it.
problem.
It's 10:24. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but we have been.
Well, you did some of,
Uh-huh.
but that's not a problem. It's a pleasure to be in your show, so I really love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Every
you very much.
every episode.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So guys, this is Sanda. Sanda is, I call him the god of IoT and data because that's like what he does, like edge devices, connecting to it, streaming data. He's almost the first to work with like when IoT Explorer came, Data Explorer. He was like one of the first people to use it and then like write a blog post about it. So he's awesome, and that's why he's almost always on the show every Tuesday. So yeah, so yeah, so once we still try to enable our, how do you call it, OBS virtual cam for him to see the show. I just would want Sana to share maybe a little about how he got into IoT. Upon all the things he could have done, he chose to go into IoT. Like, what was it? If you can just share that experience.
Yeah. How much time do we have?
We are about 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah,
My
but
life story in 5 minutes.
but I know we can do like 10 minutes, 10 more minutes. This is not the official one. And people, this is not the official one. This is just he's just passing through. I'm going to get a good schedule for Sana, and then we'll have a whole show. Yeah, but today just so people can know you and they know who you are, and I can redirect them to your blog post and stuff like that. If you can just tell us
Oh,
who
that
Sandar
would be
is.
great.
Yeah.
That would be great. But yes, well, my name is Sander van der Velde. I'm from the Netherlands. So it's almost vertical time zone. So that's really great. Um, and well, I'm doing IoT right from the start. When Microsoft introduced Azure IoT somewhere in 2016, I think, I was already trying to use the predecessor of Azure IoT Edge. It's called the Azure IoT Edge SDK.
Mhm.
And well, at that time I was a full stack developer, web developer, back end, front end, cloud, mobile stuff, silly projects, cool
Mm.
projects. Um, and then Microsoft came along with IoT, and I said, "Hey, that's great. That's something that I want to do." uh, because it reminded me of my study, being
Mhm.
a student. It was about production automation and
Mm.
logistics. So I recognized a lot, and with well the knowledge that I had, uh, I dove into the world of OT and IT, and I found out that I'm actually the glue between
Mm.
those two worlds, doing IoT, connecting the physical world with the cloud world,
Mhm.
and um, yeah, because it was so new, Microsoft wanted to know a lot, so they asked me what I did, and they asked me for my help at some point for some workshops, and then they asked me, well, why are you not an MVP?
Mm.
Because you're blogging about it and helping us and giving feedback. So on January 1st, 2017, I got the MVP award.
Yeah.
Uh, and since then, I got it year over year.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
this year, I am even uh, awarded for two categories.
Yes.
One is the IoT
Mhm.
category, because that's the stuff that I do, but I also do a lot with streaming data,
Yeah.
and that's in the data category.
Category.
So
Mm.
I'm really proud about that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
this is the I think the summum of being an MVP, that you're
Yeah.
a double MVP.
Yes.
But
Yes. Yes.
but for me it was low hanging fruit, because I'm
Mm.
doing a lot of stuff with streaming data.
Streaming. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, what you're doing now, and you're doing it great. This is a great introduction in having that stuff
Yeah.
connected the
Mhm.
physical world
Yeah.
to the data
The data.
world.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, it's and actually, you had a hard one, because that stuff with the routing, that's
Mhm.
always annoying. Uh, yeah, yeah, you have to set it up right,
Mhm. Mhm.
um,
Yeah.
or you can only set it up wrong
Exactly. Yeah.
if you're not paying attention to it
To it.
really hard.
Yeah. Mm.
But you got it fixed.
Thanks
And
to you, you were giving me the pointers. Check this, check
yeah,
that. So yeah,
it's
that was interesting. Yeah.
this is always great.
Yeah.
And well, I love to see what you have in mind with the many messages that come in,
Yeah.
and the different messages that come in, because you
Yeah.
have something like 4 or 5 sensors on it.
Yes, so it has there's a magnetometer, the gyroscope, all the different temperature, humidity, so it will be good to see how from even from the from the hub perspective, either we want to create the route to split the gyroscope data separately from the the
Yeah,
temperature humidity separately, or bring it in here and show how you can also do it in here by doing the transformation and stuff like that. So that would be a good thing to see, to see people to do. But
yeah,
you mentioned you doing a lot of streaming. What is one of the challenging things when it comes to streaming real time data? I mean, real time data. What's one of the big challenges?
the biggest challenge is to um, find out which data is available,
Mm,
and have the conversation with the customer about what data is there,
mhm.
and how do we get it to the cloud.
Yeah.
Because if it's once a second, well, that's something that's easy to do, but sometimes they have thousands of messages,
Yeah.
and with a frequency higher than 5 or 10, so that's 10 times a second,
Mm,
and they say, I want it all.
yeah.
I want to have it all in the cloud.
Yeah.
So that means that you're collecting a lot of data, and you have to store it, and you have to transport it. So there's costs involved.
Yeah.
Uh, but the actual question is, because we can do that. It's possible. There are multiple ways to get that done. But does it have the value that they expect?
Mm,
Because if the only conclusion after several months of probing is, it's quite expensive,
mhm. Mhm.
then we have done something wrong.
Yeah.
So getting the value out of the data. That's
Mm.
that's the the first big challenge. The other one is connectivity. I have
Exactly.
no
Yeah.
um, influence on the physical world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's not the question: will we lose any data at some point in time? But when will we lose it? And if we lose it, how
How
do
do we
we figure
handle it?
out that
Yeah.
we're losing data and what is the reason?
Mm.
Because
Mm.
I can make a beautiful device. You have a beautiful device, but what if somebody steps on it or it falls
Yeah.
from the table? It's broken.
Yep. Yep.
So and then you get no data anymore,
Yeah.
and it's a bit silly if it runs for 2 days, or actually you
Yeah.
think it runs for a couple of days,
Mm.
and there's no data coming anymore.
Yeah.
So you want to be alerted about it, etc. So that's our the common challenges that we have.
Mm. I know that is being resolved some way somehow. I think this was one of I think now it's we can talk about it. Something that has to do with the event grid. They were talking about was it a dead failure or something, and where I had a specific question about if I was doing let's say the streaming and I knew after a number of minutes I didn't get any telemetry, I could infer that there was something wrong. But I think they've introduced some message you can add to the to the setup so that when there is no data coming in from the device, when the device is not sending anything or in some bad state, it would send that for you to immediately to know that. But I'm curious in terms of connectivity. I know Netherlands, you have a lot of LoRa connectivity around.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us here in Ghana in specific, there isn't a lot of, oh, yeah,
This is a LoRa
the
sensor
fiber.
humidity
Okay,
sensor.
okay,
It's really
yeah.
nice.
So,
It's the sense stick from
ah,
Sensimo.
okay, okay. I have been following keenly Seed Studio on this their nifty LoRa tracker,
Yeah.
which is very we did some tests yesterday. It's quite good. I'm more excited about the Meshtastic one, but that's something we'll go into. The question is, especially for constrained devices and small devices, have you had the challenge of streaming data through GSM, especially using some of these old GSM modules?
Um, well, I am doing a lot with um, edge devices.
Okay.
So if it's GSM
Mm-hmm.
like in a 4G
Mm-hmm.
connection
Mm-hmm.
with some base station,
Yeah.
I've done it in the jungle of Malaysia. There's a
Okay.
project that we've done, and we had a flaky connection
Mm-hmm.
to get all the telemetry from an edge device to the SIG edge. And we were pretty successful, even when the connection dropped occasionally. But if you're more talking about AT commands, is that
No,
what
so
you're?
so I was more into what options you use, especially when. So I'll give you an example. So we built, I think it's here. So this is our. Um, Let me get this thing because I moved out of frame. It's just so yeah, there we go. So we built this air quality sensor, right? So it gives you temperature, humidity, pressure, noise, and sometimes some of the gases, right? So one of the challenges is we don't have LoRa like you have densely in Netherlands. So we are relying on GSM. And sometimes, even using the AT command, we are restricted to the amount of data you can send in each time it comes up. And one of the biggest challenge is even by the time the SIM module wakes up, right, and then sends the data, you can see this is solar powered. It draws a lot of current. So I'm interested in the jungle of Malaysia. How did you handle that?
Well, it's more of a power question, and unfortunately, I have always been in
Mhm.
a circumstance where there
Mhm.
was enough power.
Yeah.
So power is has never really been a problem for my
Okay.
projects, for the projects of my customers.
Mm.
Um, yes, but draining the battery
Yeah.
with a 4G connection, that's really poor. There are, for example, the LTM
Yeah.
or narrowband
Yeah.
solutions. These should be better regarding the battery consumption
Mm-hmm.
instead of a full 4G connection.
Yeah.
So that's something that I really would ask you to look into. By the way, LoRa is available in the Netherlands. There's
Mm-hmm.
a paid network.
Yeah.
I find it somewhat expensive.
Mm.
I love the Things network.
Yeah.
That's the open source community
Mm-hmm.
LoRa network. So if you need a network, you are the network.
Okay.
Just you put a couple of base stations.
Mm-hmm.
They need a internet connection, of course, but
Yeah.
you can build your own um, local network.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's still a shared network. It's not actually private
Private. Yeah.
network, but okay, it will cost you a couple of base stations, but uh, you can buy a base station for the price of 4 or 5 sensors. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and you need maybe 100 or 200 sensors.
Mm-hmm.
So then the price of having 3 or 4 of these base stations,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's
That could be.
you
Yeah.
you have free connectivity almost.
Almost. Yeah.
It's only that one-time investment. So
Mm-hmm.
that's really really nice. And yes, the community edition has some throttling. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot send over and over a lot of messages, but um, it's uh, um, it's interesting to use a platform like that. But of course, there are other LoRa networks also. But
Mm-hmm.
that's a good alternative for LTM
LTE.
or narrowband
Mm.
IoT, because those are actually paid, so you pay
Services. Yeah.
for the services, and that's with the Things network, for example, it's free.
Mm.
So
Mm. All right, guys. So, like I said, this is it's an unofficial conversation with Sanda. He's
in the
my
middle of
he's
the night.
in the middle of the night. Yes, and yeah, Pratt, I see you. So my brother-in-law is on Facebook, also watching me. So thank you guys for joining. This is unofficial, but as you can see, it's interesting. I'll schedule a proper time with Sanda, and then would have him, and then he can walk us through some of the edge devices, all the interesting scenarios he can share with us, and you can also follow him. So I will drop his blog post under the description for his blog post on this script. So if you go back to YouTube, and you should see it under the comment and the description. He's a top voice. He's a top expert when it comes to streaming data and IoT. Like I said, he's my senior in it. When I have challenges, I run to him. So it's just like to share and let you know that, look, even some of us, we're still learning, and that's why I keep saying the learning never stop. The new technologies coming, we keep learning, we keep trying and experimenting it, and that's how you get
It's the
better.
same
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the
As you can
same for
see.
me.
Yeah.
I'm every day I'm learning.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an expensive hobby. We end up buying all these gadgets and testing.
Yeah, Yeah, yeah. Well, at some point I stopped buying
Mm,
gadgets
yeah,
because it's so much stuff to do
yeah,
and to learn and to
yeah.
play with.
And I'm
Uh,
actually getting to that point. I'm getting to that point. Remember these ones.
you mean the
This.
MX chip?
What do
I
you mean
I
the
have
MX
a
chips?
box. I have
So
a box full of MX chips.
thanks to Stefan. So
Yeah,
we are running kind of like a tour for university students who want to learn IoT, and we're using the MX chip. We've created a Visual Studio Code extension for it. So all this telemetry example, you just go to the Visual Studio Code extension, and you can easily spin it up quickly. And I was going to talk about the Azure Arc drops, Jumpstart drops, which is almost the same thing. So don't give it up. Let's let them be curious. So when when you have your session, you can talk about all
you
that.
are
Yeah.
planning a session. Planning a session with Jose Simas
As well. So I want to
on Nano
get,
framework.
yes, I want to get Jose to talk about Nano framework on it. I want to get yourself to talk about the streaming data and all that. And I'm also trying to get Pete and probably Cliff to also talk about
Yeah,
his robotic arms and IoT and .NET and all that. So I have a couple of things lined up. So you expect can share your experience on it. Yeah,
very good,
yeah.
very good. Yeah,
All right, people. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know we've gone about 13 minutes past the hour, but this was interesting unofficially to get Sanda on it. I appreciate all of you. Catch you again next week, and we'll try to have some fun. Until then, stay safe. Sanda, thank you very much. We'll catch you again. Thank you, guys. Catch you next week.
yeah. Thank you for having me as a sidekick.
Welcome.